Sup everybody, this is Beth here and I'm Beth the Wizard. So we got a lot of information to go through. So the past week, last week, some reporters had the chance to go to the San Francisco headquarters of Niantic. They got to try the new game Harry Potter Wizard Unite, which is pretty awesome. And on Monday, they all released different papers writing about their experience. Different people talked about different stuff. So we're gonna take all the information we got and compile them to one video, talking about what we learned, what we can expect about from the game, and hopefully look forward to the game. So let's start with the blog post. So Niantic posted a blog post in their official site, calling all wizards a first look at Harry Potter Wizard Unite. So let's start with this one. Play your part in the wizarding world. A calamity has befallen the wizard world, causing artifacts, creatures, people, and even memories to mysteriously appear in the Muggle world. Witches and wizards from across the globe must come together to solve the mystery of the calamity, overcome the confounding, chaotic magic that surrounds these fundables, and return them to the rightful place, keeping them safe from the Muggle eyes. Your journey begins as a recruit of the State of the Secrecy Task Force, established by the Ministry of Magic and the International Confederation of Wizards, for the purpose of investigating and containing the calamity. So that's a little about the story. We're gonna read through this all, and then we're gonna talk more about the things we found interesting. The magic is all around you. As you step outside to explore the world, the map will reveal traces of magic, highlighting the location of a magical fundables. While these traces can be found all around you, certain fundables may be more likely to appear at various types of real-world locations, including parks, banks, municipal buildings, college campuses, libraries, monuments, zoos, art galleries, and more. So it seems like school-related stuff will be more foundable in campuses and close to schools and so on. Bees more likely, animals more likely to appear next to a zoo and stuff like that. Let's see. Cast a variety of spells to overcome the confundable magic, keep the magical fundables safe, and send them back to the wizarding world. By returning fundables, you will earn unique rewards that can be tracked in the game registry. As you cast spells, you will consume spell energy. Be sure to regularly stop by inns found of Muggle locations around the world to collect food and drinks that replenish your spell energy. While exploring, you will also come across ingredients that can be used to brew potions, which will aid you in different aspects of your wizarding world journey. These ingredients can be found on the map, varying by the environment, weather, and time of the day, as well as specially designed greenhouses. Make sure to keep an eye out of the portmanteaus, which can be unlocked to reveal portkey that can whisk you away to iconic Wizard World location. For the first time, you will be able to step in a full 360 degrees advanced AR immersive experience in a place like Ollivander's Wand Shop. I think they also mentioned, like an article mentioned, we will be able to go into Dumbledore's office. But yeah, super dope. Test your combat skill. Visiting one of the multiple fortresses indicated on the map. Fortresses are hosts of Wizarding Challenge, real-time multiplayer battles against dangerous foes, including Death Eaters and soul-sucking Dementors. You won't want to face these threats alone. Gather your friends to take on threats of even higher level and recover rarer magical fundables from within the fortress wall. To further develop your wizarding skills, you can also choose to specialize in different magical professions: auror, magicologists, and professors. Each have their own unique own unique skills and ability that will come in handy in different times, particularly during a wizarding challenge. Team up and strategize with with witches and wizards from other professions to tip the scale in your favor. Okay, so that's a lot of information. So let's see. I've written down some notes here. So the thing we will go through are the battles, the registry, the three professions. We have potions, we have fortresses, we have inns and greenhouses, we have the fundables, and last but not least, the plot. So let's start with the plot. Let's go up here. So the plot takes place in a post Deadly Hollow Harry Potter world. It's taking part in this modern world. Harry Potter is still living, so we will meet him how he is today. We will also meet new characters as well as old characters. So yeah, let's continue with the plot. The plot is that there's been taking place a big event called the Calamity, as they wrote in the blog post. So the Calamity made it so all these memories and people and beasts and stuff like that are scattered around the world. Our job is to make that to keep the wizard world a secret. We have been a part of the State of Secrecy Task Force, also called the SOS Squad, to keep the wizard world a secret. We will meet people like Harry Potter, but we will also meet an old or a young Dumbledore and people like Fleur Delacour and Cedric Diggory. We will also meet a lot of new faces. So let's keep going. Let's talk about the next stuff. The next thing is the foundables. So this was kind of tricky for me. I didn't understand it in the beginning. So as I understand it, foundables are all these things that are scattered around. We'll find traces. When we're just walking around in town, we'll find traces, and when we notice a trace, it will lead us to a foundable. What can we expect? What kind of foundables can we find? Well, we've already seen a foundable of Harry Potter getting sucked. His soul is getting sucked by a Dementor. There's also there will be animals that are handcuffed. We will have to help Hagrid. He's also foundable. And these traces they have been posting two traces that we already know. One of the traces is a Riddlerless Nimbus 2000, and the other traces is a Discombobulate Niffler. This has been posted in their official Instagram. When we're done with so each foundable has a confoundable, and this is what we will need to dispel to get the foundable. It can be that, for example, defeating the Dementor that is sucking Harry Potter's soul, or just help a troubled beast that are chained and dispel the chain. So that's what we know about foundables and co-foundables. Let's go on to the next part. So the next part is professions. Let's go to the next one. Professions. So we have three professions. We have Auror, we have Zoologist, and we have the Professor. In this game, we have raw stats. It means we know how much power we have, how much health we have, and how much energy we have. We don't have hidden stats like in Pokemon Go with IV. So each profession will give you a certain type of boost, but they will also have weaknesses. So for example, for Auror, they will have higher power. Zoologists will have higher health. So Zoologist is like support character. The Auror more like attack, and the Professor is an all-around. So we know that Auror will have more power and Zoologist will have more health, but we don't know what the Professor have. My guess is it'll either have a higher energy, meaning you can cast more spells before you need to get it high, or it will have like a 50-50. So it will get a boost on power and health. So it's a more all around. Each character, each profession has their own skill tree. And the skill tree can, while they will develop, we will have that it will heal allies, improve potion effectiveness. It will also debuff enemies. It will buff your allies, and so on. These are the ones we know of. It has a really big skill tree. You will be able to change professions without any cost, but the skill tree will still be the same in the old profession, so it won't reset. So you can't use your resetted tree to fill out the new one. So my recommendation is to focus on one and maxing it out. They also mention that all-around teams might be more useful. So having a friend that is a zoologist and a professor, if you're an auror, is more helpful than having a team of just aurors. Having your weaknesses covered by your teammates. That's all we know about profession. So let's keep going. The next thing I want to talk about is potions. So when brewing potions, you will have a mini game that comes up, and you will complete the mini game, and your potion will start. You will start making your potion. Where you can find the ingredients are in greenhouses, rewards, on the ground scattered around you, and some will come from different weather conditions. This is what Pottermore wrote about the weather and how weather will impact the game. Varying external circumstances will shape your gameplay and change what object you will find. Weather, geolocation, time of the day, even phases of the moon can all affect the type and amount of potions, ingredients that appear all around you. So get planning some dedicatedly more magical than usual nature walks. Collect the right items, and you will be able to brew your own which will be good for you. Say if you get swept by a Cornish peaks and you need a belt of health replenishing. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what we know about the weather condition. We also know that there will be 10 different kinds of potions when the game comes out. They will probably add more over time. The ones we know are heal, but we also know one that buffs spell. We also know when we're doing the mini game, brewing time, yield, and quantity are all things we can upgrade over time in our skill tree. Meaning that we'll be able to brew a potion that will heal us more. We'll be able to make more potions in one mini game, so we don't have to do it more times. Yeah. So the next one are inns and greenhouses. Inns and greenhouses are like Pokestops in the Harry Potter world. It has a 5-minute cooldown. So inns will give you food, and the food you eat will help you fill up the energy. So let's go on to the battle system. So the battle system is similar when you find a foundable